Hey guys, welcome to my video. All right, y'all, so I'm going to tell you about the one hairstyle that helped to grow my natural hair like crazy. I mean, it just gave me amazing length retention. It is easy to do. It is simple to do. You do not need any particular amount of skills to do it. And it's something that can be done often. And that style is honestly wearing your hair in two-strand twist. Yes, baby, two-strand twist came and saved the day for me. And let me explain why this natural hairstyle, to me, in my opinion, is the best natural hairstyle for you to wear if you are really serious about going on a natural hair growth journey and growing your natural hair out to a certain length. So your girl took some wrong turns, made some bad steps, bad decision making, and I ended up breaking off my waist length natural hair, and I broke it off so bad that I had to cut my hair up here to my chin. Like, I had a graduated bob at home. And then I had to run to a hairstylist, shout out to Cassandra Olivia, because she had to fix my bob and like even it out because it was all over the place. It was bad. It was bad. So I ended up messing up my hair, just trying to do just way too much from it. So I sat down and I asked myself, I was like, what did you do to grow your hair to waist length the first time? And then it hit me like an epiphany, y'all. I had to go back to the basics. And the basics are simple, clear, easy, natural hair care. When I first went natural many moons ago and I did the big chop, I would only do one of two styles. I would either do wash and goes or I would do twist outs. And I leaned more towards doing twist outs because I didn't like going to work with a wet head, because I would typically do the wash and goes or refresh the wash and goes in the morning by spraying my hair with water and adding more gel. So I was definitely a lover of the twist. And then I realized I can wear my hair in twist outs if I get tired of wearing it with the twist in. Like the hairstyle you see that I have now, this is nothing but a simple twist out. And that is why I love wearing twists. I honestly feel like twist and wearing twists is the best protective style that you can ever do for natural hair if you have a focus on going on a natural hair growth journey. Now, I know everybody is not here trying to grow long hair, but if you are, I recommend this style. I recommend doing twist. So after I broke about 11 to 12 inches of my waist length hair off, I said, okay, what I need to do is I need to challenge myself. I need to challenge myself to, number one, not have hand and hair syndrome, because that is something that naturals, we can easily fall prey to, because you want to switch up your style, right? You want to do different things. One day you want to twist it, then you want to flat iron it, then you want to do a wash and go. You are not alone. I used to be just like that. I used to want to switch up my style and do so many different things. But when you are like focused on doing a natural hair growth journey, you have to like bring that all back down. You gotta bring it back, and you gotta take steps back. And that is exactly what I did. So my plan to regrow my natural hair after I had to chop it all off again for the second big chop was to wear my hair in twist for 12 months straight. I did not deviate. I did not wear any other hairstyles. I was just focused on wearing those twists. And in wearing those twists, guys, I noticed I was having so much length retention. Now, I do not have anything against box braids or wearing crochets or wearing knotless braids or any of that. I don't have anything against that. But for me and my natural hair, I realized that those types of styles were not advantageous for my natural hair growth journey. And here is why. When you have a limited amount of skill and you don't have money to get your hair done all the time, you have to think about what is sustainable and what is going to be good for you and your natural hair long term. This is why I say those other styles just honestly would not work for me. Number one, I do not know how to like install hair into my own head. I do not know how to do lace fronts or frontals. Wigs never look good on me. I guess I just have a weird head shape because, baby, the wigs were not looking good. They were not buffing out, right? And then another thing I was thinking about, beyond just being able to have like the access and the availability and the skill to do something like box braids and crochet and Senegalese twist, is the fact that many of those styles actually add tension to your natural hair. Now, if you're looking to grow your natural hair out and you want to grow your strands nice and long and you want to strengthen your natural hair, then think about this before you run out and think getting box braids or getting crochets or putting Senegalese twists in are going to be the best thing on your natural hair. The reason why wearing twists with your own hair is so impactful is because it goes easy on these. You see these? Baby edges, okay? And a lot of people are losing them, and I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to lose my edges. And I realized the time where I did try to get box braids, even when I requested that person not to do my hair tight, there was still tension. There is still tension just based on the virtue of the style. Even when some people get knotless braids, because I know people think of that as a better alternative, I've seen knotless braids where people's scalp was still buckling. Okay, the braider still pulled really tight and you could just see the stress on the person's edges. You know when your braids are too tight, when you look along your hairline and you see nothing but white dots. Those white dots that are littering your hairline are your hair follicles. The bulbs of your hair have literally been pulled out via the tension in your natural hair, and that is what you're seeing. Especially if it is in the very early stages of getting your braids. Like if you get your braids done that day and then you come home and you look at your edges and you just see all these white bulbs, then your hair is honestly too tight. And guess what? Some people have very sensitive scalps, and it does not take a lot of tension for you to have breakage. It doesn't take a lot of tension for you to start losing your edges gradually over time. And when you get hair added to your hair, it actually is a lot heavier than your hair. If you've ever touched your hair, you realize that your hair is actually pretty light and fluffy. Even if you have very thick hair, even if you have very luscious full locks, when you touch your hair and when you move it, it's very light, right? And hair is meant to be more on the light side. But then when you go get braids and you get box braids put in to your hair, you automatically notice that there is tension from the pulling of your natural hair due to the weight of the braids. So even if you find a great braider and they do not braid very tight, the weight of your hair can gradually begin to put tension on your hair over time, which is why I personally again want to advocate that if you can, try to do protective styling with your own hair first, and if you can't, then you move on to those options of trying to add hair to your hair in a way that is as less damaging as possible. Another reason why I prefer to wear twists with my own hair for a protective style to grow your natural hair really well, really quickly, really fast, as fast as your natural hair can grow naturally, is because you can take your twist out at any point in time and it does not require any additional effort. If you are not doing your hair in super tiny micro mini twists, then you are able to be versatile with that style by being able to take it out every week and wash it, or take it out every other week and wash it, and then simply install them back in with your own hair. Unfortunately, when you do get hair added to your hair, it is a process that is a bit longer, and that tends to make people want to wear that style for longer than necessary. I think we've all heard horror stories about people wearing protective styles for just way too long, ended up with their natural hair just having a lot of breakage and a lot of damage. They get a lot of tangles. The hair is very consistently and constantly dry because they are not able to replenish and add water back to their hair. And your hair needs moisture. Your hair needs a lot of moisture, especially if your hair is natural and it's curly and you have, you know, tight curls. Your hair is very thirsty and it really wants that water. And because you can't really get that water into your hair because you have other hair in it and added to it, your hair is going to be more prone to becoming very dry and having a lot of breakage. This is what I've seen, and this is what I've experienced in the past. I called myself protective styling my natural hair. I was going on a trip. Your girl was going to Italy, so I said, let me go ahead and just add these crochets in. I had somebody do it, a really good hairstylist. She did it. She put the crochets in, and I had like faux locks in my natural hair. They were cute. I really liked the style, but this was my downfall, y'all. My downfall was the fact that I kept the protective style in there way too long. way too long. And then when it came time for me to take that protective style out, I think I left that protective style in for like 2.5, 3 months. By the time I went around to take the style out, my hair was so tangled. It was like a bird's nest. Here, 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 everywhere. It was just tangles. It was just breakage upon breakage. And after that incident, I told myself, you know what? Sometimes when we try to do a whole bunch of different stuff, it doesn't work out. And this time around, when I started my natural hair journey again after the second big chop, I said, I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to focus on wearing my hair in twist. And y'all, I promise you that wearing my hair in twist for my own hair has been so wonderful. Number one, I don't ever have to worry about what style I am wearing because I already know. We finna twist this hair. We're gonna wash it and we're going to maintain a stable and easy routine. But if you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Please also consider subscribing to my channel, clicking on that notification bell so that way you know whenever I post more videos. But as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!